my whole life I feel like I haven't been listened to or taken seriously, so when someone does actually listen to me and take the time out to try to understand me, it makes a big difference.
Not listening to children is like not listening to the world, because they are the upcoming generation. So if you ignore the ones that are there to build the future, then what is the point of looking forward to the future?
Children have the right to be heard, listened to, and if you listen to children, they'll listen to you.
I feel like an advocate for me would be someone who can speak on behalf of a young person, because a lot of times a young person say something, people won't take them serious, so an advocate is someone who basically speaks for the person.
So the role of an advocate to me is to be able to give me a voice when I haven't got one, or when I feel like my voice hasn't been heard enough.
A good advocate is someone who listens and acknowledges all your feelings and your emotions, because then they take it all in as well.
Well, a good advocate is someone who supports you, listens to your thoughts, listens to your expressions, allows you to freely express your opinions.
Advocacy is, a blessing in disguise, because not all professionals are, always there 24/7, but an advocate would always show that they're there for you and willing to, push for your case.
I think a lot of young people tend to be stereotyped and ignored, and because some kids are perceived as more difficult than others, a lot of them tend to miss out on the help that they need, and I think those people require the help the most.
I was feeling really low one time, struggling mentally, physically I was down, so I gave my advocate a message. Within 20 minutes she was with me, trying to calm me down, trying to bring 111 services, everything. Then I was in the hospital, she stayed with me after her hours.
Well, you need a voice. Autistic people who are non-verbal need a voice. If you voice your opinions, great things will happen to you. If you voice the opinions of other young people, great things will happen to them. And if they're non-verbal, you can say what they think.
Having an advocate will really make them feel secure. They will also have, a professional who's always on their side, and they feel like they have, someone that can listen to them and always fight for their cause.
Having an advocate is that they care, they're understanding, and they listen to young people when they feel like they're not. And I feel like that's what young people need in their life sometimes.
It's really nice to be told that you've actually got rights, because you would assume that everyone's got rights, but it's different. When you're a caregiver and you haven't got anyone around you to actually support you, when advocates do get involved, they tell you what you're allowed and what you're not allowed.
I believe that the voice of a young person is very important, and advocacy is such a great thing.
When I'm with my advocate, I feel settled, I feel calmer, I feel like I've got someone there to talk to. I feel a lot of weight's been lifted off my shoulders.
When I'm with my advocate, I feel great. I feel like I'm listened to. I feel like I'm supported. I feel like there's nobody teaming up against me and not allowing me to express my human opinions.
If I hadn't had an advocate personally, I feel like my mental health would be in a lot worse of a position than it is in now. Because when you're trying to get a point across to a professional and they're not listening to you because you're younger and you're a child, it causes stress and anxiety and starts building up mental health issues.
If you want to be taken serious, you really need an advocate, because you can write as much emails as you want, you can knock as many doors as you want, and you can even turn up as many offices as you want, but you're not going to be given the same respect as an advocate, and that's a fact.
An advocate, they don't judge you, they don't make you feel like what you're saying is stupid or anything like that. So it is a really powerful thing to have someone to listen to, and if you don't get listened to, no one's going to understand what the issues actually come from.
it feels great to be listened to, actually, because you somehow just feel empowered. You feel like you have just an ear who, you know, just wants to be there for you, and who, you know, wants to encourage you to voice your opinion as a child.
If I never had an advocate, honestly, I don't know where I would be right now. And it's not an exaggeration. I suffer from mental health, and every day for me is a struggle to wake up and actually do things. So being in a system where I've got no support and I've got no one to speak for me, an advocate is a really strong person in my life, because they don't take everything away. Same as mental health, you can't wake up one day and just think that it's gone. You've got to work with it, and if you haven't got the support, you can't do anything. So support and having a voice is the biggest thing for a young person.